Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mihir Shah once again with another video. In this video, we are going to discuss about the important theory question that you need to study under the subject Strategic Management, also known as SM. Again, a very important video for all the TYBBI Sem V students. Now, this video has been divided in two parts. First part will be based on all the long answers, important long answers that you need to cover up under each module. And secondly, all the short notes that needs to be covered up under each module. So let us see what are the most important topics that you need to learn. Even if you all do these many topics, that will be more than enough. You need not refer anything else. So chalo, let us start one by one. Under module 1. Now module 1 is a big topic and a lot of important answers are there in this particular topics. So go through the questions very carefully and note it down. First is explain the need and significance of strategic management in organization, or what are the benefit of strategic management? Similar question. Explain the different levels of strategy. Explain the GE planning grid in detail, very important. What is strategic management and the features of strategic management, again important. Explain Boston Consulting Group BCG matrix, very important. Explain the principles of good strategy, again a very important topic. Okay, these are few answers that you need to cover up under module 1. You all can note down that first. Next, again still under module 1, explain various models of strategic management. Define strategic management and explain the various elements and process of strategic management. Next, we have list and explain the various levels of strategic management. Explain strategic decision making and its approaches. Explain Michael Porter's 5-force framework model of competitive advantage. Again, very, very important topic. Next, we have explain the 7S McKinsey framework. Very important. It can come under each circumstances, either short note or long answer. So these are all the various questions that you need to cover up under module 1. Next, module 2. Discuss briefly the process of strategic choice. Next, explain environmental scanning and explain the need and importance of environment scanning. Next, we have discussed the impact of legal factors in strategic management. What are the components of micro environment of business? Explain the components of business environment. Explain SWOT analysis in detail. Explain various components of strategic management environment. Explain the various factors that affect strategic choice. These are few questions under module 2. The first and second module are quite vast as compared to the third and the fourth. Okay. The next is explain the importance of strategic management in organization. Explain various tools and techniques of strategic analysis. Next, we have described the different types of corporate level strategies. Then, again, important topic, explain the social responsibility of business towards different stakeholders. They can even ask you individually also, okay? Next, explain the role of politics and strategic management. And last, second last, very important, how do social, political, technological forces affect the organization's strategic decision? And how can business adapt their strategies in response to changes in the national or global environment? So that was all the important topics that you need to cover up under module number 2. Next is module number 3. What do you mean by integration and its features? What are the advantages and limitations of internationalization? Discuss the advantages and limitation of concentration strategies, types of corporate level strategies, explain internationalization and the types of international strategies, explain the types of retrenchment and combination strategies, and analyze the factors that influence the strategic choice process. Again, very important topics under module 3. So these are all the topics that you need to cover up, 7 topics under module number 3. Next, module number 4. What are the barriers of strategy implementation? various models of strategy implementation, explain the nature or feature of strategic implementation, discuss strategic implementation and process of strategic implementation. Next we have create a model that integrates structural, behavioral and functional aspect of a cohesive strategic implementation. Next we have discussed strategic leadership and various roles of leadership as key drivers of strategy, or explain in detail the various roles of strategic leaders. Similar answer in both the case. Okay. So again, these are the important topics that you need to cover up under module 4. You can go through it once. Okay, now next module number 5. That's the last module under the syllabus. So explain in detail about gap analysis and the advantages and disadvantages of gap analysis. Explain gap analysis and the process of gap analysis. Next we have what is benchmarking and the types. Next we have again what is benchmarking and its process. Then features and importance of evaluation. Next, types of standard given by General Electric Company. Okay, now this topic, General Electric Company, is not actually a part of 5th module, it's a part of 1st module, that is GE analysis. Okay. Next, explain the steps in strategic control, types of strategic control and various techniques of evaluation and control. Very important topic, the last one. Okay, so these are various questions that you need to cover up under module number 5. So these are all the long answers under the entire syllabus. Now we'll start with the short notes. Now see, the first 2 sets of short notes I've written inside of it from which module it is already covered up. Okay. So challenges to strategic management is already covered in module 1. The McKinsey 7S framework again from module 1. Level of strategic management from module 1, which is already covered up. So once you learn those answers, both these parts get covered up. Social responsibility of business, SWOT analysis, process of strategic choice, impact of legal factors in strategic management. All these topics have been covered up under module number 2. You all can just still note down the question. So when you all are going to study these answers, you all need to study very well because it can cover up both the parts or both the aspect of your paper. Next, social responsibility of business, SWOT analysis, strategic choice, legal factor. Okay, these are all the same repeated ones, okay, from module 2. Then we have the role of strategic leader, types of strategic control, benchmarking, types of control. All these are from module number 4 and module number 5, which have already been covered up earlier. Okay, now these are the extra short notes that you need to cover up, which are not there in long answers. So barriers to strategy evaluation, digitalization strategies, matrix structure, role of competition, green banking, strategic decision making, strategic analysis, barrier to strategy implementation. So these are other short notes which you need to cover up apart from those, because those will get covered up from your long answers itself. And the last set, role of information system, national and global business environment, we have SBU, international entry modes, elements of strategic management, role of information system. Okay, that is the same role and role that is already repeated. Role of competition, okay, stability strategies and formal structured approach. Okay, so I hope everyone have noted. Now these were all the important topics that you need to cover up under this particular subject. Chalo, with that we will be ending this video here. Thank you.